Hello everyone, it's Darkseeker here again. Welcome back for another video. And we are on standard mode this time. Yeah, played a lot of wild mode recently. Let's have a look at standard mode. And I've been looking for a deck that works well against Pirate Warrior and Pirate Shaman. I've been quite frustrated on standard mode in the last month or two. There's just so many pirate decks out there and they're really annoying to face. So I thought to myself, well, let's look for a deck that can counter pirates. And Reno Mage does a pretty good job. In my opinion, it's better than Reno Warlock, just because of some of the early game that you've got. Arcane Blast in particular is so good at killing the Buccaneers. You've got cards like Volcanic Potion that are insane, and Ice Block even is just an additional survival tool, giving you maybe another turn to draw Reno. Reno Lock doesn't have something like Ice Block, for example. So yeah, we're going to have a look at this deck in action on the standard mode ladder. We're going to look at how it fares. It's a deck used by a pro player called Jab, who I respect deeply. He's a phenomenal player. Alex Straza is in this deck too, and that's a really interesting addition. It's another survival tool to get your health back up to 15, again buying you another turn maybe to draw Reno. Alternatively, you can push aggression with Alex Straza, get your opponent down to 15. Really good if you've got a board of minions that can then push damage on the following turn. AoEs in this deck, you've got your Flame Strike, you've got your Blizzard, Cabalist Tome to draw more mage cards, which is pretty insane. Kazakus and Bran is in here too, and Manic Soulcaster to return Reno or Kazakus back to hand. And if comboed with Bran, it's insane, right? You get 2 copies back to hand. So, let's have a look at this deck in action. And we're starting off against a warrior. So, I'm mulliganing here for Pirate Warrior, and Swamp Ooze, Volcanic Potion, Frostbolt, they're a pretty decent pickups, particularly the Potion, obviously. So, the fact that this warrior is armouring up says to me, it's not Pirate Warrior. It sort of says it's control. And I'm actually going to do something quite unconventional here. I'm going to play Blood Mage Thalnos to force out an answer from him. Okay, it's his version of an answer. We just frostbolted. The other reason for playing Thalnos is if it survives, we get to chip away at the armour. And he may not feel compelled to use a weapon on Thalnos. And additionally, Thalnos is card draw. Oh, there's another one. Yeah, Thalnos is card draw. It dies, it gives us a card. So now, if this is Control Warrior, which I think it is, I think Volcanic Potion there is pretty decent. What else are we going to use Volcanic Potion on with Control Warrior, honestly? Yeah, Volcanic Potion doesn't even dent that 2/7 minion, right? And so, a 3 damage potion there, killing an Acolyte in one go was pretty good. Okay, so, it is Control Warrior, and what I've got to be wary of is his armouring up. And essentially him armouring up to infinity, to the point where I can't kill him. Okay, he didn't trade. Uses a bash. Okay. The nice thing about pinging here is that pinging that minion doesn't increase the armor count. So it's not like an armor smith. Oh god! That card, Dirty Rat, so annoying. I've had numerous occasions now over the last 2 months where that card has brought out Reno from my hand, and of all the options that it could pick from, it picks Reno. That's just bad luck on my part, right? Flame Strike here, I think, lets us clear. He gets armor out of it, but we've got both of those armor smiths out the way now, which is really important. Okay, another bash. Back to work. Okay. Wow, full Taskmaster. Interesting. Interesting. So, Firelands Portal? Is it worth it? I think it is, because we've got nothing else to do. Okay, I'll take that. It's a 5-4. Alex Straza doesn't do a huge amount against him. Oh, that's a relief. That's the second dirty rat. Because Alex Straza puts him to 15, but he's still got all that armor. Okay. Ping is reasonable here. And I don't think we have to do anything else. So... The problem for me is Reno Lock has Twisting Nether, so Dirty Rat Twisting Nether is such an amazing combo. Reno Mage doesn't have access to something like Twisting Nether, so my Dirty Rat can bring out a minion, and if I can't deal with it, it can spell trouble. If it's a big minion, a threatening minion, so we need to be wary of that. But do I just do it here because I feel like I've got nothing else to really do? I'm really scared to play this, but I have Blizzard. Huh, and it doesn't bring anything out. Those are all spells. That's interesting. So my assumption is that this is Control Warrior, as per a pro player called, I think, is it Fibonacci, who put together this Control Warrior deck to combat the aggro meta, and I think it was even discussed by Ben Brode when he was talking about the state of the meta. And so, of course, when Ben Brode or when someone famous mentions a deck, what does everyone do? They go and play it. So here I was expecting Pirate Warrior, and we get Control Warrior instead. So, if memory serves correct... No, is this the Fibonacci Warrior? I don't think it is. I don't think it played those armor smiths. Let's have a look.
Have you heard from Yuridan lately?
Meanwhile, we can Kazakus and get value. Yeah, the Fibonacci one does play Ali Armour Smith. Interesting. So it probably is. Which means I can also expect Gorehowl from him, potentially. And Sleep with the Fishes. But I have my Kazakus... There it is, there's Gorehowl. Okay. But I have my Kazakus potions. There's Doomsayer. We lost our Acidic Swampooze, which was one of the benefits of him playing the Dirty Rat. So, I have to play something this turn, otherwise I overdraw. So I'm just going to Frostbolt the face. Frostbolting the face also shreds a little bit of armour. I could have just played the coin, but that's a waste, right?
Do you have the artifact?
Oh, this is not the Fibonacci Warrior then. He plays Elise. Okay. Unless he subbed Elise in for another card. Sure. One of the issues with the Fibonacci deck is so good against aggro, but it can just fall really flat against control. Because your only two big threats in the deck are Gromash and Deathwing, really. Justicar just dies very easily, and other than that, there are no significant big minions. So some people have been putting in Elise just to get the golden monkey to get legendaries, so you can last for the long game against control decks. So do I trade here? Or do I go face? Do I just let him trade? Or do I just ping it once and then go face with the minions? Presuming he will kill Kazakus. And then I can have Arcane Explosion. Okay, he's actually going to use the Gorehowl, right, so he'll kill the 2-2, forgot about the Gorehowl, he'll kill the 2-2, fine, he'll play out the stuff and I have Blizzard. Will he play out the stuff? No, doesn't play out the stuff. That's fine, so I can torch it, or I can trade and ping it, or I can... There's options, right? How do I want to do this?
Interesting.
We have to play something. We have to play something in our hand, at least. So maybe it's just the Doomsayer and the Spellbender here. And we'll trade. Do we trade, or do we just torch? I think we torch. Or do we? No, we trade. The torch there was so tempting because it gives me the equivalent of a fireball back in my deck, which is quite important. So cycling that has value. But there was no need. So here we force out a brawl. That's the strategy here. That, and we've really got not a huge amount else to do. There's a brawl. Okay. Ah, and the best one survives. That's pretty good. Shield Snap. Aha! Get wrecked. Spellbender. Yep. Babbling Book came through for us there. Wow. Tank it with your face. So he had intended to shield slam and then tank, and I think on a reflex he shield slammed and tanked, not waiting for the Spellbender, and now he gets wrecked. So Tony is in hand.
I bring life.
And here is where Alex Straza really comes in handy. We have got him down to 15 and pushed 8 to the face as well. So he's at 7 now. Execute. No? Shield block. Into top deck execute. Yep, top deck execute. Snap played there. Well, do we just Tony here? I think we do, right? What are we going to do? We can Tony, we can, or Antonidas rather, we can Antonidas or Tony, we can then play the torch and the coin. That's 2 fireballs in hand. And we won't overdraw, I don't think. No, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. So, next turn. So that's pretty good. Or do we just potion here? Do we save the Tony? Do we just get something? No, we Tony, right?
You require my assistance.
Yes, Tony, I require your assistance. Get me some fireballs, please.
Aha! Aha! Job done.
So I could have used all my mana there and I could have just fireballed. But I guess I value getting another fireball into my deck, if you see what I mean. Because that's 6 damage, so... Yeah, so I think the torch was okay there.
Maybe... No.
So 2 fireballs in hand, another fireball equivalent in my deck for 3 mana. So that's 18 damage. 18 damage. So presuming he can kill Antonidas here and armor up at the same time. He's still dead, right? Just 2 fireballs? 13. Shield slam. And that's not enough. You, sir, are dead. You're really dead. Yeah. So in the end, Antonidas, or Tony, really came through for us there. It's pretty good.
Medivh versus Garrosh.
Right, let's have a look at one more game. It's a warrior.
Let the games begin.
And if the previous game featured a control warrior, well, surely this is a pirate warrior. So I'm going to dump the ice block, only because I want something more proactive I can play, because I have the Reno in hand. Firelands Portal is not proactive, in that it's late game, and that's not proactive either. I needed stuff that I could do early, just to contest board or clear board very early. Okay, he coined out the War Axe, which means this surely is Pirate Warrior, and he's going face, so it is Pirate Warrior, of course. We don't have anything much to do until turn 4, unfortunately. Which means that he's going to do pirate things and put stuff on the board and hit my face a few times. But I have Reno. Of course, just casually equip another weapon and go face. Of course. Okay, Doom set. So, hopefully this means that we won't see anything like a Frothing Berserker. Oh, bloody hell. Really? Really? Double upgrade? Really? So he uses this as an opportunity to push 5 damage to my face. It's so broken. It's so ridiculous. A few of my games with Pirate Warrior featuring other classes, with Reno Lock for example, I found myself dead on turn 4 or turn 5, even before I can get to turn 6 to play the Reno. That's how broken Pirate Warrior is. And Pirate Shaman as well is just as broken, if not more broken. So here, I'm just using the polymorph here to clear stuff, I guess. Look at that! There's 10 damage! That's so insane! So insane, and thank God we killed the pirate that was on board because couldn't get another weapon buff. But there's Reno. Just casually healing for 25 as you do, right? As you do. We're so lucky we had that in hand. I mean, Ice Block could have bought us another turn, but can you imagine not having either of those two options available to you? Just be dead. Okay. And he's still hitting our face. He's still doing significant damage, even after Reno. Again, this deck is so broken. So, we are now cutting down some of his damage. We have the Mistress. We have the Ice Block. And now I feel confident enough to emote him and say, well played. Because I don't think he can kill me. Because I don't think he can kill me. Okay. Ice Block is pretty important here. And we're just going to go face. And we're going to see what he's got. 2 cards in hand. I have healing on board. Oh, look.
X marks the spot.
Another weapon. Sure. Gosh, the damage output is insane.
I bring life.
Well, just casually Alex Strasser, and it's over. Yeah. So, he saw the Reno, he saw the Alex Strasser, he knew we had a nice block, and that's it. Nice. So, Jab's Reno Mage deck on the standard mode ladder. Pretty good when it comes to dealing with not just aggro pirate decks, but pretty decent against control decks as well. So big thank you to Jab, and a big thank you to all of my viewers for watching this. And if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, I'd be grateful. And I'll see you all again very, very soon for more Hearthstone action.